What's up, guys? Today we're talking about running programs for beginners. I'm going to give you some post-run stretches to do that are going to keep you happy, healthy, and injury-free. So it's really important to get some movement into your running that's not just running, to not only make your running better, but just to keep you healthy. And today we're going to talk about some stretches that we're going to hold a little bit more statically. And static means I'm not moving and I'm really going into the stretch a little bit deeper. But I only want to do these stretches after I've run or worked out because my muscles are really warm, blood flow has gone everywhere into my ligaments and my joints, so I feel really good and my body can receive that stretch. I don't want to do these before my run because that's actually not going to prepare me for running at all. It's just pulling on a cold rubber band that's not really ready to stretch. So we have other videos on dynamic warm-ups and I want you to follow those, but this is great for that post-run stuff. And I'm just gonna show you a few, my handful of favorite ones on the ground. First one is basically gonna be this. I'm gonna bring one leg in right here. I'm gonna stand nice and tall. And by facing square this way, I'm actually gonna work on a little side bend. And this is gonna be a little gentle stretch on the hamstring, but what I really care about is a little side bend through the spine and a nice stretch through my lats and my shoulders. So what I'm gonna do is a big inhale, big exhale. I'm gonna reach a little bit more. Big inhale, big exhale, reach. I'm gonna work all the way up, 5 to 10 breaths total. And this breathing is gonna feel good post-run, and that breathing is gonna allow you to go a little bit deeper into that stretch. Nice long reach through the side of the arm. Once I've done that, I'm actually gonna turn my shoulders towards this leg that's out here. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. Same thing, big inhale, and I'm just gonna reach on over. Nice little stretch in this hamstring. Big inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, reach a little further. Big inhale, big exhale, reach a little further. And if you can grab your toes, fantastic. And then work here all the way down. I know some of you out there are probably gonna get your nose down to your knee. It's not how far necessarily you go, it's just whatever level's good for you. Now, if you're limited in this stretch, you may find yourself particularly tight in those hamstrings, that's what we're working on, and in that low back. So you're gonna get a nice stretch in both those places. But with all these things, don't go further than your body wants to go. So once again, 5 to 10 breaths. Down here, breathing, letting that exhale be that point where you ask for a little bit more. If you hold your breath while you're trying to stretch, your body is gonna fight you and you're not gonna get very far. So that's that kind of first 1 to 2 stretches. The next one we're gonna do, I like to call this my soccer stretch. I always remember this from soccer practice as a kid. We're gonna sit around on our butt. Once again, I'm gonna take one leg and I'm gonna cross it across my body. And eventually what we're gonna get is a little glute hip stretch here on the side. Now purposely, what I want you to do is pull this leg in as tight as you can and let your back be a little rounded, right? I'm purposely gonna have this back rounded. That's gonna allow me to pull this leg in a little bit tighter. And the next thing I'm gonna do to increase this stretch, rather than hug my knee in any tighter, is that I'm gonna try to sit up. And the more I sit up and straighten out that lumbar spine, all of a sudden I'm starting to get a bigger stretch here. So big inhale, sit up a little taller, big inhale, sit up a little taller, and I can lean into this a little bit more. Once again, 5 to 10 breaths. Finally, once again, a little spinal twist with upper body. I'm gonna take this opposite elbow, push this across here. Big inhale, you're noticing a theme here with these inhales and exhalations. Big inhale, sit up tall. Big exhale, spinal twist. Big inhale, big exhale, spinal twist. Working my way all the way through there. So we've worked thus far on our lats and our shoulders, we've gotten into our hamstrings and our calves, and we've gotten into that low back a little bit. So we're hitting some nice areas. And I want to finish this off with a little bit of a calf hamstring stretch. You can do this a lot of different ways. What I'm going to show you, just because I have the straight ground, is a little downward dog from yoga. I'm just going to pedal my feet out. So I'm going to get here. I'm gonna get into this downward dog position. My feet are gonna be about hip width. I'm gonna try to get in a position where my palms are flat on the ground, my heels are flat on the ground, and I'm just going to bend both my knees
really push my chest through my arms to really open that up. Big inhale and a big exhale. Straighten those legs. Big inhale, hips up a little higher. Straighten those legs a little bit more. Big inhale, hips up a little higher. Straighten those legs a little bit more. And I can once again do that for 5 or 10 times. And I just get a nice way to open up and pedal out those calves and those hamstrings and that low back. So nice stretch in all those areas. If I get a little routine, this only takes me 5 minutes, and I do this before I take my running shoes off and before I go in the door and start answering emails the rest of my day, I'm going to be winning as an athlete. If I think I'm gonna do this later in the day, well, I'm probably fooling myself because I'm thinking about everything else I have to do, and the stretching automatically gets pushed to the wayside. So make sure, my number one tip is not only A, that you do these stretches, but B, you do them immediately after your runs. If you do that, you are setting yourself up for success. If you like this beginner running video on how to stretch after your runs, go ahead and let me know. Hit that like button. If you have any comments or questions on what we did or any requests for future videos, hit us up in the comments as well. And of course, if you want more videos around beginner running, how to train for your first 5K or 10K, all the way up to a marathon, if you want strength training videos, injury prevention videos, running technique videos, you gotta subscribe to our channel, The Run Experience. It's where it's at. And if you want a free gift on how to improve your running and the different aspects around running technique, with some basic tips around strength training and injury prevention, definitely hit this link in this video. If you happen to be on a mobile device, don't worry, there's an identical link down below in the description, and all it's gonna do is take you to a page where you enter your name and your email, and we'll be able to send you this free quick start beginner running program. You'll definitely love it. And once again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.